Yeah, we are really on time. Yes, perfectly on time. Now, I'm gonna leave the floor to Andrea Gentilini, who is the CEO of Luxury Living Group. You have the floor.
Benvenuto.
Okay, welcome, Andrea. Yeah, here am I. Luxury Living Group. This is a group already, right? Yes. Is this the original name or is it a new name that No, actually, well, the name was already there. Everything started with the Clubhouse, the company. And I would like to remind you of something. Yeah, it was like 5 years ago. I was not there, but I could see it on social media during interviews, etc., on this stage. Well, I gave an interview which was really exciting. And Alberto Metelli, he's the founder of this company, of this idea. And I am really honored today to have this role. So I manage this group. So we have a lot of knowledge and know-how, people, a lot of very interesting pathways, very particular model, let's say. And I would like you to invite. I would like to invite you to take a look at this interview because you see the genius, the passion, people being passionate about what they do. Well, this is my point of view. I think that the labor market is made up of two big categories, and I think Alberto is part of the second category to every extent. He created this business, which is one of a kind. This is a group, so we are different companies on the same company. So this is the company structure. We are a platform that gives people the opportunity to, and that gives the luxury brand the opportunity to get onto the market, not just for furniture, but also for accessories and piece of furniture for houses, households, etc. So we have a lot of brands that change over time, and we can also interpret different styles. Well, you are part of lifestyle design. Yes, we are part of one group. So we are a group being part of a group, lifestyle design. Dario Rinero is the group CEO of lifestyle design. In June, in May, they also acquired Luxury Living, Clubhouse Luxury Living. And from that point in time on, our story started. Well, we were really interested in this project. I was really enthusiastic and passionate about this project. Our group also have Poltrona, Frau, Cassina, Janus, etc., and a lot of different supply chains and distribution chains. You do have a format that, as you told before, was conceived by Alberto Vignatelli. So a platform, a licensed platform. So you have your house brand, but you also have a lot of partnerships. Would you like to tell me something more about that? Yes, for sure. So we have a license, we have a contract, so we are bound to some companies, and the way in which we choose companies and start working with company is much deeper. We have a lot of involvement. We are part of this brands, and everything is very well integrated also from the point of view of communication. We have Bugatti, Trussardi, our luxury living brands. All these brands are part of our portfolio that we express on the market. So this portfolio is ongoing. So in some cases we are pretty much forward. In some other cases we are starting new partnerships, and we also analyze with specific experts the market trends, and we try to understand all the brands. And so there are some brands that can be included into these lifestyle projects, and not all renowned and known brands have this opportunity. And then we assess all these brands. They become part of kind of a map. And sometimes brands need some more components in order to complete this overview, this idea. And we acquired the luxury living. Versace will also be another company that will be included into this world, then we'll also have other companies. Well, is there not this risk of cannibalism, not from the point of view of the styles or from the commercial point of view, since you are in charge of distribution? If I am Versace, for example, maybe I would like to push it a little bit forward in China, Bentley, or other companies. How do you deal with that? I mean, we'll work on two different sides. On the one hand, cannibalism. Okay, we try to find some heritage and some new patterns on brands. We use different teams. We have some teams. We have some style. Bureaus and offices that are in charge of distribution. So sometimes when we do external design, we have a lot of different people coming into play, but the choice is really vital, is really crucial. So many luxury brands are asking us to open and to start talking about that. It is very important to choose the right brands that won't overlap with the existing brands. We have three different channels: direct sales with some dedicated mono brands, so mono brand companies. So we have no overlapping. Then second case, our interpretation within the same luxury space, in which we have 1, 2, 3 different brands that are represented, but with an internal interpretation of the fit out that is really conceived for that. And then we also have the representation of our company. I don't have any slides, but the company has a central body with the services that are cross-cutting, so they are common to all the brands. And then we also have all the different brands that we represent. So we have people who are in charge of those brands or a specific brand, and then they also take on specific roles and functions, HR, finance, related issues, etc., etc. So we try to find to keep this kind of diversification. Well, do you see that you are getting closer to the luxury world, the fashion world? So we have more and more brands developing projects, design projects that are licensed also for the design world. So do you think that there will be more brands to come? Or are these just single cases? Well, I think this trend is already ongoing, and in the near future we will have a significant increase in the number of brands in the design world. So we will have a new adventure. So many people embarking on this adventure. But well, I think let's not forget that their brand is very important. So they want to get closer to those markets through professionals who are really aware of what is going on. It's not just about taking a product or manufacturing nice products with an important brand. We need to enrich, we need to interpret, we need to give further pathways that are consistent with the history of our brand. So there are brands that are 100 years old, for example. So the process, it's not that easy. We are maybe the only company doing it who has been doing it in a very structured and targeted way for many years. But I'm also in touch with many automotive companies, fashion companies, etc. And they are also digesting and understanding that they need to enter this market, and they are trying to find the right brands, the right pathways. So they can have a direct access, or maybe through other companies. Yes, we could also become much bigger than we are. This is also our future perspective. I don't want to discourage anyone because, I think we have a lot of competitiveness, and this model is really complex. I also have some previous experience in other companies, but this business model has to deal with many different brands, so it's really complex and complicated. There is an interaction. In some cases, this is really powerful with all the style experts, communication, human resources, etc., etc. So this model is really, really complex. Also in terms of supply chain, and delivery of materials, etc. And let's not forget that we also interpret the lifestyle concept. So we are part of all dimensions of a household. So accessories, etc., but also table, but also bed furniture, etc. So we do have a lot of things to deal with. So it's quite complex. So you said that you could become much bigger, right? Do you have any goals you would like to achieve? I know you are going through a temporary stage because what is your plan in 3 years? Our plan is really ambitious, actually, and our CEO also shared it with us when we started this project. This was already in the minds of our lifestyle experts. Last year we did it with luxury living, and I like saying that we are a company without any limits. So we want to push our limits. We could grow a lot in terms of acquisitions. We have a lot of different brands, and we also want to pay attention to each and every brand. And we also want to enrich our portfolio in a very consistent way. We also want to stick and to respect all the relationships that we have. But if we want to do some forecasts, well, I would say that it is important to do the right choice, make the right choices. Well, we grow in an easy way, I would say, and this is something different that make us stand out compared to our competitors. Yeah. About the market trends, you have different brands, so very historic brands, and then you also have this historical dimension in the design sector. What will be the new growth paths in the future in terms of projects, for example? Well, I believe, as far as I know, and as far as luxury living is concerned, that we have something ongoing in the purchase process. We are talking about a specific target in the luxury sector. Well, sometimes products are beautiful. Beauty is an important leitmotif, but we do also have kind of choral interpretation, a common interpretation. What is important when it comes to lifestyle? I always say hospitality. This is the common thread. This is the common topic. Well, each of us as something that he or she prefers. We take a look at the atmosphere. We just want to have a deep dive into this world, and we live that in a shared way, in a cozy way with friends, etc., not just at the workplace. I think this is an important growth path, and I think I am lucky enough to come across a lot of final customers and customers who can spend a lot of money. Well, we have very important customers and clients that we know who we are talking about, and they want us to interpret things. We like in theater, when it comes to interpreting things. Well, the market is growing, and I am one of those who say that after this very tough and difficult period, we will go back to our normality in a very positive way. So we started living our private life, and this will also change and have an impact in our lifestyle. This has changed us a lot, and this will also have an impact on the market. This is an opportunity for us as a platform. We are able to bring all these important brands onto the market with a lot of know-how, distribution, development. And we also have this ability to develop many different products for our collections in a very timely manner, and this is an opportunity for all of us to capture this trend. Well, a four-sided question. We are talking about licenses of luxury brands, but do you think that in the future We will also have other projects, Apple, for example, Nike or Off-White, etc. So this is already diversification, right? Do you think that in 5 years, in 10 years, there will be also other brands having these house projects? I think so. I think that all the brands have succeeded in setting up a new lifestyle concept, and this is also our case, not always coming from the fashion world or automotive sector. So whatever comes to our mind when we think about luxury, but I think they do have a lot of food for thought, and they have a lot of insights and inputs when it comes to the value chain and the positioning on the market. So the companies you mentioned will be able to do a lifestyle project in the future. Well, I think it's feasible. It will be interesting also to see if this happens or not. Thank you. Thank you very much and well done. Thank you.